Hi y'all, welcome to today's Bold and Beautiful chat. Quinn looks over at some jewelry that Ivy has been doing and is very impressed with it. They're at Forrester. And Quinn tells Ivy her marriage is going wonderfully to Eric. And Sheila is working at a restaurant as a waitress. And one of the Big Brother cast members is playing a hostess there at the restaurant she's working at. You know, every year when the season's over of Big Brother, they use some of the cast members for a week or two as have little bit parts on the Bold and Beautiful. So I was trying to remember the girl's name, but I can't. But anyway, if you watch Bold and Beautiful, you would recognize her. She's the one that was Cody's girlfriend. And Katie comes in to eat, and Sheila sees her. And then Quinn and Ivy talk more about Sheila, and Ivy asks how can Quinn be sure that Sheila is gone, and Quinn says Sheila will never be a part of Eric's life again, but she's not sure that Sheila is gone, but she just feels like she is. Katie meets White at the restaurant, and Sheila keeps an eye on them. And then Eric is talking to a young man named Mateo, and he has been doing an excellent job working on at the estate, and he has tried to make things more green, like the chemicals on the weeds and the fertilizers and the pool chemicals and all. He's tried to make things more green. So anyway, they talk about that, and Eric says he is going to promote him to full-time estate manager. And then Quinn says she and Eric appreciate all of Ivy's hard work. Quinn needs to keep Sheila away from her family, and Quinn said Sheila is nothing but trouble. Katie and White have a 20-minute wait to eat, the hostess told them, and White wants to go to Katie's to eat. And so they sit there and giggle and talk for a few minutes, and Sheila is still watching them. And White tells about Liam wanting White to be or to help Liam run Spencer, and Sheila is standing behind a hedge type thing behind where they're sitting, and she's listening to everything that's being said. And then they begin to kiss, and she walks around the hedge and looks at him. Ivy tells Quinn she has a new love interest, and Ivy asks if Wyatt is dating. Quinn says no, and if he was, Quinn would know about it. And the only person I think possibly Ivy might be dating is Mateo. I don't know, I've not seen anything about it, but he just looks like the only one right now that maybe should be dating. Anyway, Sheila comes to see Eric. She says she's not there to cause trouble. She says that there have been significant changes in her life, and she asks if Quinn is there, is that why Eric's not inviting her in? And Eric says that Quinn will be home in just a few minutes, and Sheila comes on in, and she tells Eric that she has a job as a server now. And Mateo comes in and doesn't realize he's interrupting Eric, and he wants to tell about a problem that he fixed, and so Sheila got to know who Mateo is. Eric said he needed to go, and Sheila said she just needed to tell Eric something, and that something is that Quinn's son was kissing Katie Logan, and Sheila swears it's true. Eric asks why she's telling him, And Eric says Quinn doesn't know about this. Sheila says they left the restaurant and Sheila got someone to cover her tables and followed them. And she said they're at Katie's house right now, and that Eric's welcome to go over there and check if he'd like to. So Eric went over there, and while Eric is there, Sheila's still in his house, I guess, waiting for him to come back. And Mateo comes back to talk to Eric, and she tells Mateo that Eric's gone, but will be back in just a few minutes. And they just kind of talk for a minute and get introduced. Katie gets up to put some music on, and they joke that Wyatt doesn't like Katie's choice in music. And Katie puts the music real loud, and they get cozy and cannot hear Eric knocking on the door or hear her phone ringing because the music is so loud. And so they're busy, and Eric lets himself in, and they're in the living room, and when he opens the door, they both are very startled. And so that is how things went today. My husband thought this was really going to be interesting about Eric, and then of course Quinn finding out about Katie and Wyatt. So that's today's show, and hopefully you'll be able to come back tomorrow and we'll do it again. Have a good evening and come back when you can. Bye-bye.